Good afternoon, everyone. I am back again this week to show you another recipe. So just like last week, if you saw at 11 a.m., about an hour ago, we posted another orchard that we are featuring. And this week we did Mulberry Orchard, which is in Shelbyville. This is another lovely orchard. We are so blessed in Kentucky to have so many gorgeous agribusinesses, so many beautiful orchards, and it was such a joy to go out to Mulberry this week. It was a beautiful day. The drive there is really beautiful, whether you're coming from Lexington, Cincinnati, really anywhere. It is really gorgeous. One of the things that I think is really unique about Mulberry is, besides the retail barn and all of the things that you can get in there, they have a really lovely playground and a really nice petting zoo of sorts. So the goats there are very friendly. All of them were jumping up on the fence trying to say hi, and there's a baby calf. It was very cute. You can get an ice cream cone full of feed to give them, which I think would be adorable for some kids to do. Their corn maze and their soybean maze have all of these informational signs talking a little bit about like the horse capital. So talking about like Kentucky history, talking about like the meat industry, where our food comes from. It's really interesting because I haven't seen something like that before. And I think that's really great, not only for kids, but for adults. So I really enjoyed my time out there. I got some lovely, my favorite, Honeycrisp apples, and I also got some Ginger Gold. So today we're gonna be making a very quick, very easy recipe. This is ideal for kids. So we are making turtle apple slices. I love caramel apples. I think they're great, but typically for me, they're too big, or I don't really know how to go about like breaking into it because they're too beautiful. So for me, this is the perfect alternative. So what we're gonna do, just to give you a little synopsis, is we're going to slice these through the center. We're going to dip them in chocolate, drizzle with a little bit of caramel that I got at Mulberry Orchard. And then we are also going to add some toppings to it. So the typical topping we would do would be some toasted pecan pieces. Now, these are amazing, so delicious, but you know, I wanted to spice it up a little bit, give you some options. So we also have some Reese's Pieces to get a little bit of that chocolate peanut butter action going. We have some pretzels, so get some salty sweet. And then we also have some Heath bar pieces. So these are kind of like that toffee, crunchy flavor that I think goes really well with the caramel and the chocolate. So to start off, you are going to want to wash your apples and then make sure that they are dry, just because you don't want to get any of the water in the chocolate. Okay. So we're just gonna do some wide enough slices that you can get a popsicle stick through. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but you wanna make sure that you can not only get it through, but that it can be pretty solid because you're dipping it in the chocolate. So we'll just do a little tester. Oh, that is perfect. And it looks like a very healthy lollipop. So I'll put those here. And then you go through the center. And the only thing that you're really going to want to look out for is just some seeds. So we'll do that. So once you do get to the seed part, first of all, you can cut a little divot in the bottom if you'd like. So I did, we'll pop it out. Yeah, so I did a nice little triangle on the bottom. Throw that in my little waste bin. And you can do the same on the top if you want to get the stem out. Okay, and then just pop those seeds out. You could even break this in two if you wanted to not have the core. You can actually eat an apple from bottom to top if you wanted to. So none of this is gonna hurt you. Okay, so you just take another popsicle stick. You can get these at Michael's or any craft store in your area. They're very inexpensive. Oh, there we go. That one's a little bit, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay. So just keep going through. I like the Honeycrisp for these, or another wider apple, because you do get a lot of surface area to get your toppings on. But the Ginger Gold, any smaller apple work just as fine, no problem. So the only thing that you might have to help your kiddos on would be the cutting, and then you might have to help them a little bit with the getting into the apple. But that's okay. They probably want to get to the chocolate part anyway. So look how beautiful that is. Okay, and my last one on this one. Perfect. If any of the pieces aren't big enough, you know, a nice little snack. Okay. So it might help too if you want to make a little divot with your knife into it, but I like to hold the sides to maintain. You got a nice, perfect apple. So I'll do the Ginger Gold as well, just so we can get some different tastes. Because these are a little bit more tart tasting, more tart than the Honeycrisp, but Ginger Gold is still typically pretty sweet. So it's a really nice alternative for your apples. So see, with that, you want to trim a bigger one. So I'm gonna do a wider, make sure they're dry. So I'm gonna do a pretty big one for this. There we go. Perfect. There we go. See? Lovely, lovely. Okay, so the best part, the part that all of the kids have been waiting for. So you're gonna take a cookie sheet, anything really, cover it with wax paper or tin foil, something that you can easily get it up because these are going to be wet. So right here I have some semi-sweet chocolate. I did a little bit of coconut oil in this, probably about a tablespoon. So you can do a double broiler where you use like a glass bowl over a boiling pot of water and slowly melt your chips that way. Or you can do it in the microwave in 30-second intervals. You are looking for this like nice, glossy, beautiful mixture. And the coconut oil really keeps it nice, glossy, and fluid. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your stick, you're gonna do a nice dunk. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. The smell in here is amazing. So you got that, okay. I'll move it here. So you set it down, and then, like I said, I have some caramel. So I poured the caramel into a baggie, or you can do a piping bag, whatever you like to do. Oh my gosh, this smells amazing as well. So you're going to take some scissors, and I like to do a nice soft drizzle. So I'm just gonna cut the tip off barely with some scissors, and we're gonna do some nice oh, these look so delicious, so fancy. Oh, beautiful. Okay. And then to top it, I think I will do some of the toasted pecans. So I just got some pecans. You can buy them pre-chopped, or you can chop them up yourself, and then you put them in either a baking sheet in the oven for a little bit, or you can put them in a pan on medium heat on your stove. And the minute that you start smelling that, when you get the aroma, that's when you know that they're done. So you don't want to burn your nuts at all. Okay, so we're just gonna take a few pieces. You can put them all over, you can do a design. Okay. taking a risk by lifting this up, but look, ooh, so much chocolate. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, I want to eat it now. Okay, so we will do one of the ginger golds. You'll do a little dunk. And we'll do more caramel. I like to trim mine short, but if you like wider streaks of caramel, you can do bigger. I just like having the option of having it smaller. So I think for this one, I am going to do some of the pretzel, because I love salty and sweet. I think that is so delicious. You could even, if you're feeling adventurous, do some potato chip crumbles on this. I just took some twist pretzels, put them in a baggie, and hit it with a spoon. That's really easy. I remember growing up doing that for my mom for recipes, like when we made the worms and dirt. I would be the one that would break up the Oreos. So fond memories as a child. Okay, so I think the next one we'll just do, and you see this is so easy. You probably already have most of these ingredients in your pantry. So we'll do, you can do it without caramel. You could do dulce de leche. You could really do any kind of topping. Butterscotch if you wanted. Okay. For this one, I believe I'm going to do some Reese's Pieces. We are a big peanut butter family, so I'm always looking for the ways that I can do a chocolate and peanut butter combination. And the colors on this are really pretty too. Beautiful. And then we will do this last one where I already got chocolate on the stick. And this chocolate mixture is so nice because it's so liquidy. You don't have to fight it at all. Okay, I'm gonna do some more caramel. And this is so nice because this is like 5 or 6 bites compared to breaking into a caramel apple and having to eat all of it at once, which I can just never do. Okay, and I'm gonna top this one with the Heath crumbles. Yum, yum. Okay, so I will give you guys a look at this because they are gorgeous. Look at that. Delicious little nuggets on each of them. So you're gonna pop these either in the fridge or you could leave them on your counter, but it would probably be best in the fridge. And you're just gonna let them harden up a little bit. If you can't wait, you can just eat them now. They're nice and warm and chocolatey. A little messy, it's the best, and you have some really, really delicious fresh apples. So if you want to give this a try, like I said, you probably have all of the things in your pantry. You could do any combination that you'd like. Get really creative with it. I'm sure that your kids will love it, and it's a nice little treat, and it's a perfect little, it's healthy, but it also has a little bit of indulgence with it. So I love it, and it reminds me of fall. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good week.